Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Niners take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Garoppolo now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go.
You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Here we go.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Kill. Check 24, check 24. Wide, get wide.
Check 52.
Kill.
Watch twist.
Slam.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. 21. Here we go.
Switch.
Hey, gun.
Hold.
Garoppolo again. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards. On first down, it's Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You're not ready. Check 43.
21.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is born. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
951. Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Gold with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1, and he is out of bounds here on the return. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
We got this.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 97 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
65. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm crowd. Your track. 51 the mic.
To throw is Garoppolo. Throwing left side, it's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
11. White.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They run. Chubb. He gets away from 1. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st. A give running right is Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
Mike 51. Get him. Shift. Watch the shift.
From the 31, Mayfield flushed out right. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. On the ground, it's Chubb. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Hunt going to run for it. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Wait. He's crashing. He's checking crash. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch.
21.
36. Deuce.
12.
Deuce. Sponge.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
13.
At the 29-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the outcut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Smooth.
Record. Mike.
Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Go.
You ain't going nowhere. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Two.
Pick it up. Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety, Morgan Burnett, that time gets home for the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Hey, alert.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
12, fellas, here we go.
No.
21, here we go.
Hey, switch gears.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 50, check 50.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. On second down, it's Coleman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Hey, gun.
Check 6 guys.
21.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
21.
Check out read.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They will run again with Coleman. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
180!
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers plant their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
50 goes to 180. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Let's go.
A big play there for L.A. 46 yards.
First down, Rams.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
You got 4.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback, Denzel Ward. Try to get it to Woods. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. On the stop was Aaron Donald. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Check. 180. 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. Here we go. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. Shit. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Here's Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the 1st round. But they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke up a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor of skill.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Yeah, he's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now another timeout called for by the offense, and that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together Charles Anisis. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
A loss of 12 yards. It's 2nd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Goff now to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
56. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. Cooks now in his 2nd season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
On first down, gone. Buying time to his left. And his pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game. To the air again. Goff. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On the carry, it's Chubb. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll try the right side here, Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
From the 50, it's gone. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Oh, here we go. Joker. Going out.
Again, Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
A gain of 11 on the play.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Throwing again is Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Goff toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Goff now looks to throw. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some space here. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
You got it. You got it.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. Mayfield down. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
You got three down.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long.
Get wide. Hey, show.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Malcolm Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. On first down, Barkley. A gain of 3, second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. That'll go as a loss of 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Right here, guys. Let's go. Kill. Watch twist. 51 to
From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Looking for Woods that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Slam.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check. Go, Mike 51, Mike.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks.
Complete to Brandon Cooks. It's a gain of 19. But it's 3rd down.
5.
Three bucks.
Goff on third down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Check curls, check curls. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Real. Mike, check, 59. Watch your slant, watch your slant. Switch it, come on, switch it.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
180. 59. Watch the pass.
On third down, Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Mike. 180. Here we go.
first down, Mayfield. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Corey Littleton came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Cleveland, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This is taken at the 3. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. First carry now for David Montgomery. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Next to score, Bears 7, Browns 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry for Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Good. 180.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go to the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check it backer.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. From the 31, Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On on second down and 4. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 32 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. To throw again on second down, Trubisky. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. On second down, it's Cohen. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now it's Trubisky finding Gabriel, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Damian Bradley. PHARAOH914's on the coverage.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
Now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter. And again, it's Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield on play action. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 45 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You draw forces. You check the crowd. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch, switch, switch.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Lock in.
First down, a run with Cohen. And it's a wind of it over. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
from the 29. Trubisky going to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, 29 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 31 yards there and a first down. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Mayfield looks to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for a Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better, but the bottom line...
Now Trubisky lost the football, and this is picked up by the Browns. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. From the 24, Trubisky looking middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Yeah, that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a run.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run. This is Cohen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Cohen into the secondary again. And down to the 19-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
No. 18. Hey, 18. Hey, high 7.
Now it's Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. Third down here. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now it's Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little...
Now Mayfield lost the football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, switch gears. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Move.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Well, partners, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal and go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose
get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.